It's time for some more spooky snacks at the Universal Orlando Resort. Our first stop is to Today Cafe. This is the chocolate cranium cake for $6.49. This skull cake even has a chocolate knife sticking out of the eye. It's a very dense, rich German chocolate cake, and I think the oozing guts are raspberry and shredded coconut. I didn't really care for the texture of the blood and guts, but the cake was delicious. The chocolate coating on the outside with that thick chocolate cake on the inside is just the perfect combination. Highly recommend this one. The rotting pumpkin has returned. This was a favorite treat of mine from last year, so I was so excited to know that it came back again this year. It's $6.49 and it's a little tiny, but it's totally worth it. The pumpkin cheesecake is really nice and light, and the flavor isn't too strong. So even if you don't really like pumpkin desserts, you really should try this one. The nice little thin coating of chocolate on the outside is just the perfect complement for that rich cheesecake on the inside. Like I said, it's a little small, but honestly, this is our top pick from Today Cafe. Today Cafe is also serving up a chocolate raspberry death cake. This is $5.99. The raspberry frosting is super artificial tasting though. It's like someone mixed a packet of Kool-Aid into some buttercream. The chocolate cake was really fresh, but that artificial fruit punch flavor from the frosting is just not it. Skip this one unless you're really curious, but do remember they named it Death Cake. Our next snack stop is to the San Francisco Pastry Company for the vegan Death by Blondie. Why are all these desserts trying to kill us? Anyway, there's no description of what's in it, but I think there was some sort of bits of fruit and maybe some seeds or nuts, maybe like pepitas or something in there. I honestly can't even tell you what's in it, but I will say it's delicious. It's not really like a blondie, though. It really reminded me more of like a no-bake cookie with a bunch of stuff mixed in. It's totally worth the $5.99, but if you're looking for a real blondie, don't miss the candy corn blondie over in the Tribute store. The lemon berry mini cake is a great size for just $5.99. Finally, a tiny cake that stares back at me. The layers of lemon cake with the berry filling is just the perfect combination. The cream is really fluffy, it's really whipped, and the top layer is a berry gel. Honestly, I was super surprised that this worked so well. I didn't think that gel top was going to be very appealing, but it's really, really nice and sweet and fruity. I love this cake, definitely worth the $5.99. An all-around winner here. Central Park Crepes has a special crepe for pass holders called the Peanut Butter Creeper for $11.99. This is a peanut butter cream inside a black crepe shell with Reese's Pieces, peanut butter cups, and peanut brittle. It's good, but it didn't wow me like I expected. The peanut butter flavor is really light. It's not as strong as, say, the Cyclops cup that's available during HHN. The peanut butter flavor just wasn't strong enough for me, and the black crepe was a bit stale. I know a lot of people like this one, so I'm going to say try at your own risk. Our next stop is to Voodoo Doughnut in City Walk. The Coffin Donut is one of our favorite treats this year. It's $4.25 and is a yeast shell donut with cookies and cream velvet top inside and vanilla icing on top. I think I died from the deliciousness. Or the sugar. Just bury me in a Coffin Donut. The filling is cookies and cream, but it tastes like marshmallows and Oreos. The filling is just so creamy and smooth, and the icing is extremely sweet. I probably got a cavity eating this, but it was so worth it. I'm still dreaming about it. If you're exhausted from the parks and look like this donut with one bloodshot eye, you probably need some coffee. The Mocha Mummy is $4.25 and is filled with mocha Bavarian cream and topped with coffee icing. You really gotta love coffee for this one. I love coffee, and I still found this to be a little strong. It's the strongest coffee flavored snack I might have ever tried in my life. I preferred the Coffin, but both of them are delicious. Our final stop of this foodie tour is to Minion Land. Freeze Ray Pops has a new Evil Minion popsicle, and Minion Cafe has new Evil Minion tachos for $12.99. My beloved Minion tots are served in a hot tub of pimento cheese with crispy pork belly, jalapeno relish, tomatoes, and ranch. The pork belly is a little tough, but everything else here is perfect. The jalapeno relish isn't too spicy, it's just a nice way to complement the cheese and the ranch. I highly recommend these. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more food reviews.